Hi y'all, Kraken Latte here. It's that time of the month again where we take a look at what we can buy with Trader's Tender. Mounts, pets, and mug galore because this is what's up with the trading post. Alright, now we can check out this month's trading post for April 2023. And we got a mount this month. Right here on screen, we have the gorgeous Reigns of the Magenta Cloud Serpent. A new color of a cloud serpent. I don't think I've ever seen this color in the wild. This is absolutely gorgeous. And that one is going to cost you a whopping 900 tender. But hey, it might be worth it. It's a pretty adorable cloud serpent. Next up, we have the Ensemble Corrupted Rune Lord's Regalia. This is a recolor of a set that is technically from BFA, but it's from the Vrykul in Legion. It comes off of the islands, but this is a recolor version of it. And it appears to be for Priest, Mage, and Warlock. So this is cloth only, and it will set you back 750 tender. And this one's pretty neat because it comes with some tattoos on the skin. Something I honestly wish we had available to us in the barbershop. Next, we have a pet! Look at this little thing! Egg Bob, apparently, is its name. And this is 600 tender, and this adorable little pet looks to be a recolor of one of the Children's Week pets. So, pretty cute. You can get this green and red little goober for 600 tender. Next, we have the Ensemble, the Trapper's Munitions. This appears to be hunter only, and includes a quiver and shot pouch. I can't seem to see the quiver. I don't know if it's because I'm not a hunter or what, but there is a quiver included in this. I can back out of this. No, I can't. I'm on a paladin. Never mind. But there is a quiver that comes with this. It's a two-piece set, but it looks like you can only wear one at a time, I guess. Oh, well, look at that. That's something to keep in mind for the future. They have a button over here. Unfortunately, this glorious piece appears to be hunter only. Makes sense for this item since it's a quiver. However, I would have loved to see the munitions available for other classes, so maybe at some point in the future, and that is 500 Trader's Tender. Next, we have the Gilded Draconid Morningstar. This appears to be a one-handed mace that looks like a recolor from the Dragon Soul raid. That looks pretty familiar, pretty epic and thematic given we are in the Dragonflight expansion, and that is for 450. Next, we have a glorious new weapon called the Crimson Nexus Crescent. This is a rad weapon. This two-hand axe. Oh, it's a shame it's a two-hand axe. I would totally put this on my Scarlet Crusader themed priest. But regardless, this is a gorgeous two-handed axe for only 225. It's way cheaper than the Morningstar recolor. I feel like this one is original. I don't think this is a recolor. I could be wrong, but either way, that is a glorious weapon, and I'm definitely going to be buying that one. Next up, we have an offhand, the Tome of Sindari Secrets. Sindori Secrets, rather. 225 tender for this one. It's an offhand, and it is quite gorgeous. Look at that. That's a nice high-res offhand. We have a lot of book offhands in game, but a lot of them are not very high-res. And this is nice, new, and fancy. Quite gorgeous. Similarly, we have the Librum of Righteous Light. Another 225 offhand, tender. And this one looks to be more Alliance-themed, whereas the Sindora one is a little more Horde-themed. The Librum of Righteous Light is Alliance-themed. So that is quite gorgeous. A very nice 3D asset right there for an offhand. Let's see, does it... I guess we can't unsheath it. I'm not sure if this one will sit on your hip. Some books do and some books don't, so we'll have to take a chance on that one. Next we have the Fists of Polar Fury. This is a literal head of a bear for a fist weapon. That's pretty hilarious. I like the look of this, nice color. And quite thematic given the expansion. A little hard to see because of the way my human holds it, but still really, really neat. A red pith helmet. That's pretty cool. I don't know that we have any pith helmets as transmog in game, so I don't think this is a recolor. And this one, like the Fists of Polar Fury, is only 175 tender. That's pretty cheap actually, and it looks to be cosmetic, so any class can wear that, so that's pretty neat. That'd be great for an explorer type theme. Very cool. Now we have the fine white evening gloves. Ooh, looks wonderful with my massive biceps. These are quite fancy. These would be pretty great, and I've seen on Wowhead that these come in multiple colors, similar to the hood and scarves and cloaks that we've gotten, which don't seem to be available this month. But you can expect to see multiple colors of these in the future, and these are pretty neat. You could do some pretty fun mogs with these, because this is a hand piece for the gloves, but it covers your whole arm. But you could do some fun stuff with that. Only 100. Nice and cheap. Forsaken Crescent. This is another offhand, it looks like, but it's like a Fellfire torch. That's pretty cool. That could go some sweet Warlock transmog, or any Fell user, honestly. Another cheap one. Only 100. And yeah, just a regular offhand. So any class that can use an offhand can do that. Now we have the Honed Bastard Sword, which is a really big sword. Nice and clean, actually. Nothing fancy on this one, but it doesn't have to be. Some nice, simple weapons are appreciated once in a while. And I really like that we're getting some of these high-res, more simple weapons. As much as I love these big fancy ones, like the Crimson Nexus Crescent, I am absolutely buying that. It's nice to have these simple ones too, for the more simple knights. Very good looking, and only 100. Now we have a cloak. Ooh, this one's pretty cool looking. Looks like, is that Death Knight themed? Looks Death Knight themed. The Drape of Foreboding Mists. Very, very, very nice one. This one is another cosmetic back piece, and it says something about the Vrykul, so yeah. So Vrykul, Death Knight, very spooky Northrend theme, and I appreciate that. That's a nice one. Only 100 tender as well. And it's just another back piece, so any class can use it. Now we have another offhand. Lots of offhands this month. A regular offhand that is not Fellfire, but a regular torch. Nice and simple, nice and clean, and it's only 100 tender. So that one's pretty rad. That's pretty cool. That'll look great for some non-Fell related offhand transmog. And it looks like that is it. We do not seem to have a scarf this month. That is unfortunate. And of course, we would be remiss to not look at this month's reward, the monthly reward for completing the entire bar of Trader's Tender. So this time it's a little bit different. We get an ensemble of 2 weapons, an arsenal rather. We have Loon's Wrath, which is a one-handed sword that is Loon nature type druidy themed. And we have a matching sword that's a little more wooden themed, perhaps a little death themed. It reminds me of the Dressed or Ardenweald or something, and that one is called Loon's Fury. These are the Blades of Loon together, which is very interesting that they're not glaives, but more wooden druid themed. This would look great for like a Night Elf Warrior or any elven class that can use one-handed swords. Dual wielding these would look pretty fabulous, so that is this month's reward. Awesome! I am super pleased to have these, and I cannot wait to use them on a matching thematic character. If you're new to the trading post and want those goodies I just showcased, let's look at what to do. First up, there are 2 waves of Trader's Tender, the currency used here, with 1,000 total that you can earn each month. Unspent tender will roll over into the next month as well. You will earn your first 500 tender free just by logging in that month on an actively subbed account that's in good standing. The second 500 comes from a myriad of activities that you complete, found in your adventure journal in the Traveler's Log tab. More on this in a moment. The trading post itself is located in the Mage District of Stormwind and the Valley of Strength in Orgrimmar. This is where you'll loot all of your currency from the nearby chest and view and purchase from the vendor. The trading post's inventory changes on the 1st of every month and will include a wide range of goodies both old and new. Previously retired mounts, recolors of transmog never put in game, and new items entirely, are just some of the things we can see listed. Don't worry about missing out though. Items that rotate out of stock will eventually rotate back in, so there's no fear of missing out. In your journal, you'll see a progress bar that wants you to collect 1,000 points. This is both how you gain the other 500 Trader's Tender and earn that month's special reward for doing so. To get these points, you need to complete activities listed here in your journal over the course of the month. These activities have a wide range of variety for different forms of gameplay. Much of these will be things you're already doing, so if you prefer a passive approach, you can do so. There are also some more specific tasks you can do that change each month based on upcoming holidays and events. Either way, make sure to familiarize yourself with these activities on the off chance how you normally play will not earn you enough. This entire thing is also completely account-wide, meaning both progress on your points bar and progress on individual activities should count if you swap alts. Doing so could even benefit you, as there are some activities that could be done easier on those alts. The 50 dungeon bosses and 30 quests are an example of this. Most current expansion quests and world quests will count for the quest activity, and current expansion dungeons of any difficulty will count for the dungeon activity. But legacy quests and legacy dungeons will not count if you are max level. Lower level alts can help with these if you want to do those two activities specifically. Legacy raids, however, will count for the 25 raid boss activity because if you notice in the tooltip, it does not have a stipulation like the 50 dungeon bosses one does. The quests one doesn't specify, however, so this is why I wanted to make that clarification. Each of the activities in the Traveler's Log are categorized neatly and even trackable like quests and achievements by shift-clicking in the chosen task. Doing this can help you keep an eye on your progress. Since there is so much here available with such a wide range of activities and you only need 1,000 points, you could easily complete this bar in a day or two if you preferred, rather than spreading out over the full month. These activities are meant to be simple as a secondary fun thing to do to reward you just for doing what you love to do anyways. Either way, once you complete the progress bar, you will have earned your extra 500 Trader's Tender and that month's special reward. Come back to the trading post and loot both of these from the nearby chest to receive them. Now, with all of your currency in hand, you can buy whatever you want, but you will notice you can't afford everything, so choose wisely. You can also freeze a specific item you want for the next month so that you can save up for it. And as a reminder, any unspent Trader's Tender will roll over to the next month. Did you know I stream on Twitch now? I do everything from transmog to leveling to gold making, and I'm live 5 days a week to chat with, so come hang out! And there we have it. If you think I've missed information or you want to request I do a specific guide, let me know in the comments below. Even if I don't answer you, I just might add your idea to my list. As always, thank you so much for watching, and remember, it's never too latte.